it's Carpaccio with the weekly Pele report. And this is just a little stream across the street from my house. I mean, it dries up in the dry season. That sucker is going now, and it could rain any minute. It's this is really something. Well, I'll talk about what it all means, you know, in the actual report. This beginning part is about the aspects, but it's like we are under this constant pressure these days, you know, with the Aries gang squaring the Capricorn boardroom. And yet with some of the aspects here, Sun opposite Neptune, you may not feel like doing anything. And it's makes it even more challenging, right? When there's a bunch of pressure and there's a bunch of stuff to do, and then you don't feel like doing anything. Oh, great recipe for disaster. Lack of motivation. Oh my God. So what is that? That is the Sun opposite Neptune. It's going on all week, and the moon right now in Gemini is squaring that opposition. So we are going to have a T-square. And then the moon on Friday goes into Cancer. There's the stream over there. Speaking of water, it's a watery weekend, and that's what this mantra today is about. Our feelings and water. It's the rainy season down here. Perfect timing. Yeah, Neptune, god of the oceans. Moon, Cancer, the crab. And what happens, you know, there's a, you know, she goes through and it gets an opposition with the Capricorn. You know, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto up there, the boardroom. You know, we got that opposition going on. And the square to Mars. So there's a T-square. You know, there's a T-square today. Then there's, you know, this T-square going on over the weekend through Cancer. And then, you know, I mean, it just goes on because we've also got Mercury opposite Chiron. That's going on pretty much all week, and it is exact on what? Tomorrow. Yeah? So we got Mercury opposite Chiron going on tomorrow. But, you know, it's a degree a day. It's, you know, yesterday, today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day. That's just with a 2-degree orb. Yeah, and the beautiful thing that's going on that I'll be talking about too is Venus over there in Leo is into this trine with Chiron. So we got the sextile, Mercury-Venus sextile, Venus trining Chiron, Mercury opposing Chiron. It's very super duper coolo. You know, that's a very beautiful aspect. And then the moon, of course, moves into Leo on Sunday and conjuncts that Venus. So the moon trines Chiron. Very, very, very nice. And then through this whole thing, again, by next Monday, it's exact. The sun, moving through Virgo there, is in a nice trine with Pluto. And since, you know, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are all within a few degrees, you know, we could say that the sun is really trining, you know, that whole stellium. So I am going to just come down to the creek here and try to find a place where it's not too noisy so that I can relax and not shout at the phone. Let's just get a good shot of the creek here. Yeah, that's very full. This is very full. It's not usually this full. Very beautiful. Feel the water. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Oh, that's our song. Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton did a song. Spring and summer, let it flow. Let it blossom, let it grow. Nice. Nice. I had another song I was going to mention today. All right, let's try this out, baby. before I get eaten alive by mosquitoes. I got my elephant bag over the phone. It's blocking out the sound of the waterfall behind the camera. Maybe this will work out a little better. You got a little bit of water there. Cardinal water. Moon moving into Cancer. Cardinal water. White water. Water in motion. Water moving. That's what our mantra is about today. That's what this time can be about. As you can see, there's an emphasis with Virgo and Pisces. Sun opposite Neptune, Virgo, Pisces. The healing axis. Yeah? A lot of healing going on there. Mercury opposite Chiron, Venus trine Chiron. Okay, like the wounded healer, healing. Moon coming in to, aspect this. I was just thinking about the moon because I wrote the lunar planner yesterday. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I break it down day by day with the lunar planner. It's just something I started doing in January. I want to keep closer track of her, and it's really phenomenal study. It's really amazing watching the moon. She's like mom, going around and checking all the planets every month. Like going around to all the bedrooms of all the kids. How you doing, Mars? What's going on, Mercury? And then, Mercury, Mars wanted me to tell you this. So she's doing the tag team all the way around the horoscope, every month. And she comes around to the sun, Dad. So mom and dad, have this new moon, and then she says, I got to go check the kids. And then she goes all the way around the zodiac, says hi, checks in with everybody, brings all the news back to dad. Oh, dad, by the way, Chiron's really hurting. Saturn's a little down. Oh, man, And then, the sun, dad goes, okay, well, thanks. Yeah, good. Yeah, right. And let's sow a new seed. Start a new cycle. So we are now in the third quarter to new phase. If you break it down into four, first quarter, full, third quarter, and balsamic, we're in the balsamic phase. So, we've got this, moon square sun, Gemini to Virgo. And of course, she's also square Neptune. You can look at the chart at the beginning. But then she's, getting smaller and smaller and smaller and coming home and coming back and closing this whole lunar cycle, this whole month cycle that began August 17 or 18 or something was the new moon, right? So we're kind of winding down and we're kind of getting back what we already put out. So even that, that balsamic phase that she's going to be moving into, third quarter, into balsamic is let go, surrender, finish, complete, bye-bye cycle, bye-bye, right? And this has a lot to do, with the mantra, which has to do with like retreats, pull back, step outside, to go inside, moon in Cancer, let go of the outside, Capricorn, Sag, everything up and out there, to come in home, come home to ourselves, come home to our feelings, come home to our needs, check in with our inner child. So what I also wanted to point out was that, today, like as I'm speaking, Mars is standing still. About to go retrograde. Yeah? And Jupiter this week is standing still. But he's about to go direct. And soon Saturn's going to go direct. And then Pluto's going to go direct. So we're going to have, the boardroom moving forward into new, making some progress again. But for now, Okay, things are, there's a little bit of this, again, retreat, stand still, withdraw, go in, reflect. Really sweet kind of an energy. A little scary for some people. The extroverts, I'm all caught up in the external world. It's a little scary to go inside. And for the introverts, it's like, oh yeah, oh boy, I get to just stay home. It's tripped out a little bit. But let's look a little bit at this. I always like the picture of the retrograde. For Mars, let's think of Mars. Mars goes through Aries. Okay, he's been in Aries for a while now, maybe a month or so more. And squares Jupiter, and then squares Pluto, and then squares Saturn. And Aries is start, begin, and pioneer, and you external authorities, and you laws and rules and boundaries and governments and police, and you guys are all, it's like, I got something to say, and now doggone it, I want to assert my new needs and my freedom and my, desires. It's like, it's time for me to be heard. And then he leaves. Only wait a minute. I forgot. There's a few more things I want to say. So he's going to go back. Right, And by the way, I also forgot that you are da-da-da-da-da-da. And we need to change. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, it's like, oh my God, man. Are we like freaking up for this? Mars is going to go back, okay, until what? November 14th, okay? And he's going to lay it out again along with Eris, and, Lilith is, they're all just like hanging around over there in Aries. Along with Chiron in Aries, this is part of us, each and every single one of us as unique individual people, finding our potency. Aries is potent. Let's not be impotent. A wounded Aries is, I'm impotent. I'm helpless, hopeless, weak, powerless, And we're all dealing with just how powerful we are in the face of external authorities, forces beyond our control, and needing to find our strength, needing to find that masculine energy that is, I am going to assert. I love myself enough. I am valuable enough. I matter enough to be heard, to be seen, and to have what I need met. And, I am done. Okay, being the slave, being the victim. We are ending victim consciousness. And we have to be careful because the victim can bounce over to the perpetrator, and the perpetrator can become the victim. Say, oh, I think I'll, there's some power in this victim thing, I can kind of weasel my way around to, take down the perpetrator, and then the victim becomes the perpetrator. What was Laura telling me yesterday? She was reading this thing about this guy. If you start a rumor, rumors. Starting a rumor. Let's start a rumor. Let's just, say that this happened, or say that, so-and-so did so-and-so, or said that, or da-da-da-da, Whenever somebody starts a rumor, there's some evil there, right? There's some manipulation, there's some dark intention, to hurt somebody. Rumors are really, this is Mercury opposite Chiron. Mercury, Gemini, North Node in Gemini. We're dealing with rumors, we're dealing with gossip. We're dealing with, talking behind people's backs and things like this, and the need to really bring it up above board and look at ourselves, look at our intentions of why. I need more love. I need more attention. I need more power. I need more snuggling. we've all got these needs. This is a beautiful, wonderful, healing time. Mercury opposite Chiron. Mercury's over there in Libra for our relationships. It's a great weekend to just, go on retreat with your lover, with your partner, okay, with somebody, and mirror each other. Intentional dialogue. Open up. Be vulnerable. Cancer, Cancer is vulnerability. We are vulnerable in our feelings. It's where we can be hurt. It's where we can be denied. It's where people can say no. I'm not going to meet your needs. No, I'm not going to love you. No, I'm not going to connect emotionally with you. And then they can lay out demands. All the Capricorn, opposite the moon. I'll love you if you change that and stop doing that and start doing that, and I'd like more of that, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, this can be negotiation. Libra likes to negotiate. It's very nice having the Venus and Leo sextile, that Mercury, trining that Chiron, and then the moon moving into Leo, trining Chiron, coming up with creative solutions. But first, we've got to feel the feelings. And this has been a hard year. The mantra today is about how much we have all been carrying. This Aries squaring, the Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter up there in Capricorn. Capricorn is the scapegoat. Capricorn is, I carry the millstone around my neck. I have to uphold my reputation so people respect me and pay me and I survive. Our profession is not all about what we want to just offer and give to the world out of our generosity. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn have to do with our work in the world, which is also tied into a paycheck, which is also tied into our income, our bank account, our ability to pay the bills and make it in this physical world. And this is really very challenged right now for very many people. And we got to work hard. And then sometimes we can feel maybe like Creator, Source, God is punishing us. This whole virus thing is a big punishment because we've been bad or something, and so it's easy. Saturn and Capricorn, and moon opposite Saturn has to do with guilt. And Chiron can often have to do with guilt. And Virgo can have to do with I'm not deserving, I'm not good enough because I'm not perfect yet. So we can all be carrying around this millstone is I'm not worthy of winning, of deserving, of getting what I want, of meeting my needs, and it's heavy. It's heavy. And I get to feel depressed. I get to feel low down that I'll never make it. I'll never win. I'll never be loved or get my needs met, sexual, emotional, mental, financial, whatever which way. We've all got needs. This is what I love so much about Cancer. Cancer is like we're all human and we've all got needs. It can be the loving mother that just rocks us in her arms and says, "Oh, honey, I know it hurts." And it's not always fair. And it doesn't always feel good. And you can't stay home all day and sleep. You got to go to school. You got to go to work. Get out in the world. Do your Capricorn. So taken off the millstone. You know, balancing this whole, you know, it's the cardinal cross. You know, all this Aries, opposite Libra, square Cancer, Capricorn. You know, it's a grand square going on this weekend. And it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to, like I say, honor ourselves. Pat yourself on the back. You've been trying as hard as you can. It's really a challenge. Life is really difficult in 2020. It's okay to acknowledge we are not Superman and Wonder Woman. We are not Iron Man. Okay, you know, we are not, you know, Captain America. You know, it's like we are human. We're all gonna get old. We get sick. We get cut and bruised. We get, you know, cancers and viruses and parasites and stomach aches and headaches and, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, Virgo, sun moving through Virgo, you know, you can't heal something as long as you deny that you've got it. This can be a coping mechanism. I have this very big time myself. Just deny it. That never happened. I never saw that. Everybody's beautiful. The future is going to be great. I'm going to just ignore, okay, that, you know, dark corner over there. I'm going to sweep this pain under my rug. I'm going to lock that skeleton in the closet, and I'm going to smile for the camera, you know? And sometimes that just gets into bullshit. It's like, you know what? You know, we can bullshit ourselves. I just bullshit myself. Oh yeah, it's okay. Be thankful. You know, be grateful for all the good things you've got. Blah 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 blah. You know, just ignore the pain, suffering, loss, grief. We're losing almost, what, 250,000, 500,000 people now or something have died. Maybe you know one or more of them. Maybe you know people that have lost their jobs, lost their houses. We've got fires, we've got hurricanes, typhoons, you name it. Jupiter, Pluto, Pluto's death, loss, betrayal. It's over. Die. Jupiter is a lot of it. Big time. Jupiter, Pluto is a pandemic. Yeah? Lots, Jupiter of death, Pluto. It leads to rebirth. It leads to resurrection. It leads to a new future. After winter comes spring. Yes, this is true. This will pass. But what we want to do, and what the ancient indigenous people have done, is honor the passage. Recognize it. Rites of passage. Initiation. Respect it. Honor it. Do ceremony around it. Do ritual around it. Do a water ceremony this weekend. Sit by a creek and let it go. And, you know, write down what you want to get rid of and, you know, throw it, you know, on biodegradable paper, of course. But anyway, feelings want to be felt. And we cannot release, you know, there's all this thing about, oh, let go. Oh, just let it go. You know, like water off a duck's back. We're human, we're not ducks. We're human. Feelings want to be felt. Okay, you can't let go of anger until you feel the source of that anger. I'm angry because you rejected me. Chiron wants to go into the wound of feeling rejected. I feel rejected. You know, and underneath that rejection is that maybe I reject myself, or I don't appreciate, my needs or my desires or my fears. This is all, it's all about self-knowledge, man. Yeah. Right? That's what we're here for. That's what it's all about. So anyway, that's all I got to say today. With Jupiter, let's look at Jupiter. Jupiter's gone all the way up. It went all the way up to 27 degrees, 14 minutes. May 14th. And then it came back, and it's going to be until December 7th when Jupiter's going to hit some fresh new territory. Yeah? So, it kind of went up in May, and it's been kind of going back, rehashing, hit Pluto again, another rise in the, spike and whatever, and now it's going to go direct, and we're going to have another rise, another spike, okay, but then, Jesus, finally, in December, Jupiter's going to move on, okay, and by the solstice, December 21st, I think we got a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction on the frickin' solstice. It's going to be huge, huge. 0 degrees Aquarius, Jupiter and Saturn, when the sun's at 0 degrees Capricorn. But that's another Pele report. Right now, it's what? Sometimes it's good to cry out loud and acknowledge all the pain. Feel my feelings and honor myself for trying as hard as I can. I know you're trying as hard as you can. We're all trying as hard as we can. And it's like, you try as hard as you can, and if that doesn't work, you try to sneak or cheat or, grapple or rapple or lie or betray or what. It's like, it's kind of fear-driven. Sometimes we're just motivated by a fear of failure, a fear of starving, a fear of loneliness. Look at all these fears that we've got. It's okay. We've all got egos. We've all got physical bodies. We're all in the time-space continuum. It's okay to be afraid. We're all children under the sun in one way or another. We're all innocent in very many ways. We're trying as hard as we can. Feel that. Feel that. Take a moment. Good job. Good job. You're doing a good job. You're doing the best with what you've got. We're all doing the best with what we've got. And we can do our North Node in Gemini, try to learn and grow and gain more. Sun in Virgo, we can try to heal and fix up what's been bashed or battered. But really, honor the process. So many ways the process is all there is. There is no end to this except our last breath. It's all process. We're all in process. We are each a work in progress. Honor that. Respect yourself. It's all right, baby. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. It'd be nice if we could pull together a little more instead of clawing our way on top of corpses to get to the top. All this fighting, man. Anyway. I'm wandering. Stay on point, man. Feel... sometimes it's good to cry out loud. Ah! I want my mommy! I don't think any of us got enough of mother's love. Because mom was human too. So, you know, we're all in need. We're all wanting it. It's all right. It's natural. Let's be natural. Let's be real. Sometimes it's good to cry out loud and acknowledge all the pain. Feel my feelings and honor myself for trying as hard as I can. There. That's it. I tried as hard as I could to do a good paleo report, and whether you like it or not, that's just the way it is, because that's all that I can do. So there. Namaste. Aloha. So much.